certain spiritual information in and of itself is transformational. To have merely heard it already leaps one ahead in one's understanding of reality. And so I always start with something to help us jump the whole level of the 400s, which is such a big block to the average spiritual seeker. So we begin with the observation that nothing is causing anything. The theory of causation calibrates around 460. It's central to the scientific paradigm. It's central to the Newtonian paradigm of reality. But enlightenment doesn't happen in the Newtonian paradigm of reality. It happens when you transcend it. Oh, I do have a bad throat, don't I? We call 9/11 and they're sending somebody, they'll be here in a minute. Nothing is causing anything. Everything is what it is, of its own self. Of its own self, because each thing is coming out of creation at this moment, being what its karmic potential allows it to be, and fulfilling its potential to the best that it can, depending on surrounding conditions. If there's a lot of rain, it becomes like this. If there's not so much rain, it becomes like this. But nothing is causing it to be anything. Nothing is causing. It's fulfilling its karmic potentiality. It came into existence with the potentiality to become a rose. And if the conditions are appropriate, it fulfills its potentiality. So this petal is not causing this petal. This stem is not causing the flower. The roots are not causing, nothing is causing anything. So what we witness is everything fulfilling its destiny, its karmic potentiality, to the best that it can under prevailing conditions. Consequently, evolution and creation are one and the same thing. What we witness is the unfolding of creation from instant to instant. Isn't that simple? The reason it's critical is the other reason it's critical to know this is because if you reverence the concept of causality, what you establish then is there must be an I causing that. There must be, you create the duality of a personal separate I from the infinite reality of the presence of divinity. Consequently, causality firmly then establishes a duality in your mind. People who are somewhat naive will remark that the doctor is channeling something. You know, he channels great, you know, he does great channeling. That comes from that same idea of duality. You see, channeling is in duality. There would be an entity on the other side, like whispering in my ear, and then there's a me that hears that and announces it to you, you know? That would really freak me out if I... Dave, tell him this, you know? Yeah. When you see reality, you see then that everything is merely being what it is. So the speaker at this moment is spontaneously being what it is, speaking for the knowingness within, which is a presence which is silent. Like a can ask questions all day, I don't hear anything. All right. So each thing stands forth to the fullest extent that it can be what it is at that moment. We may see it as limitation, but that's our perception. It's being as good as it can be at the moment, even though we would say it's being bad.